Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of SpongeBob Now. Today, I will be talking about giant Squidward, and no. First, I'm going to talk about giant Squidward. Enjoy. Squidward goes to check his kelp garden one morning and sees that it has wilted, so he uses a plant fertilizer called Kelp Grow to help them bloom. Suddenly, SpongeBob and Patrick appear and Patrick starts eating the kelp, much to Squidward's annoyance. Patrick pulls out some ice cream and Squidward sprays it with Kelp Grow, causing it to grow bigger. SpongeBob and Patrick steal it from Squidward and spray his nose with it. They both run around town with the Kelp Grow, doing good deeds for people. Squidward finally catches up to them and demands that they fix his nose. However, when they try to shrink his nose, it only becomes bigger. SpongeBob and Patrick decide to even out his entire body, which turns him into a giant monster, whom the residents believe to be invading the town. As the townspeople gather around Squidward, a young boy appears and suggests that Squidward might be a nice monster, like the one in his storybook. To keep the Bikini Bottomites from hurting him, Squidward agrees with the little boy and tries to prove that he is nice by helping the townspeople with their problems. However, the Bikini Bottomites soon turn on him when he does not say, "Bless you," to a fish who sneezes. He runs away to a remote location outside of the town and decides to camp out there for the night, but then discovers that Patrick and SpongeBob are having a sleepover in his belly button. Squidward forces them out and begins to sob, telling them that they have ruined his life. SpongeBob and Patrick feel guilty and decide to make it up to him. The next day, SpongeBob and Patrick give him the greatest present that he could ever have, a giant clarinet. When Squidward plays, he shrinks back to his normal size. He then finds that his kelp garden has been cut down. They used it to make him a kelp mache clarinet. This enrages Squidward and he chases SpongeBob and Patrick away. Next, I'm going to talk about No. Enjoy. In the beginning of the episode, Squidward gets home from the grocery store and finds SpongeBob and Patrick hiding in his flowers. Patrick wishes to smell the flowers, but Squidward points out that he has no nose, much to his dismay. SpongeBob suggests he should have a nose implanted on his face, and so they go to a plastic surgery clinic known as Noses and Things. After the surgery, Patrick removes the bandages on his nose and is thrilled. He goes around town smelling several nice things such as perfume, pastries, freshly cut grass and deodorant. However, he soon comes across some rotten onion rings and is repulsed by the smell. Patrick runs home, but upon realizing how terrible his own house smells, decides to completely disinfect the place. After 2 days, 48 hours, SpongeBob comes by and Patrick's nose picks up another bad scent. He traces it to Squidward's imported cheese and destroys it with a rocket gun. Patrick then goes and plugs up SpongeBob's sweaty holes as he is working out, stalks the Krusty Krab with scented candles and air freshener, chasing away all the customers, and sprays Sandy with air freshener. Fed up, the gang decides to have a meeting where they contemplate punishing Patrick via physical harm. SpongeBob stops them from doing so and tells them that it is not Patrick's fault, it is his new nose that is causing him to act like this. He suggests using something that smells so terrible, it will get rid of Patrick's nose. They bring a huge ball of garbage to Patrick's door, which causes his nose to shrivel up and disintegrate. Replying that he just wanted to be able to smell just like they can, Patrick runs away crying over the loss of his nose. At the funeral, SpongeBob feels quite regretful for getting rid of Patrick's nose, but Squidward remains unconcerned, declaring that at least Patrick will leave them alone, leading to Patrick saying, "I heard that." With large ears, as the episode ends. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Goodbye everyone.